Hey everyone! Ever wondered if skipping breakfast could actually help you live longer? Today we're diving into the science behind fasting and longevity. Stick around because you might be surprised by what you learn, and maybe you'll even reconsider that midnight snack. We're gonna break down the different types of fasting, the incredible benefits for your health, and some real-life success stories that'll make you want to ditch those donuts. Let's do this. Alright, so let's start with the basics. What exactly is fasting? Well, in the simplest terms, it's like hitting the pause button on your food intake for a set period of time. It's not about starving yourself, but rather giving your body a break from constant digestion. Think of it like this. You wouldn't drive your car 24/7 without ever stopping for gas or a tune-up, right? Fasting is kind of like that much-needed pit stop for your body. One popular method is called intermittent fasting. This involves cycling between periods of eating and fasting, like the 16-8 method, where you fast for 16 hours and have an 8-hour eating window. Another type is time-restricted feeding, which is similar to intermittent fasting but focuses more on aligning your eating window with your circadian rhythm. The important thing to remember is that fasting isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. It's about finding what works best for you and your lifestyle. So, we know fasting is about giving our bodies a break from food, but what's actually going on inside when we fast? One of the key players in the fasting game is a process called. Now, autophagy is like your body's built-in recycling system. When you fast, your cells get to work cleaning up shop, removing damaged proteins and other cellular junk. Fasting also has a major impact on your hormones, especially insulin. Fasting helps to lower your insulin levels, giving your cells a break from all that glucose and improving your insulin sensitivity. Fasting also stimulates the production of other beneficial hormones like growth hormone and norepinephrine, which can boost your metabolism, increase fat burning, and even enhance cognitive function. Now let's talk about the big L word, longevity. For centuries, people have been fascinated by the idea of living longer, healthier lives. Scientists have been studying the link between fasting and longevity for decades, and the results are pretty mind-blowing. For example, studies on calorie restriction have shown that reducing calorie intake without malnutrition can significantly extend lifespan in animals like worms, flies, and even monkeys. But what about humans? There's growing evidence that fasting can have similar longevity-boosting effects in people. The traditional Okinawan diet is naturally lower in calories and involves periods of intermittent fasting, which researchers believe contributes to their impressive lifespan. Okay, so we've covered the science and the longevity connection, but what about the everyday benefits of fasting? Well, buckle up because fasting packs a serious punch when it comes to improving your health. Let's start with your brain. Fasting has been shown to enhance brain function, improve memory, and even protect against neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And if you're looking to shed a few pounds, fasting can be a powerful tool for weight loss. By reducing your calorie intake and lowering insulin levels, fasting helps your body tap into its fat stores for energy. Plus, it can boost your metabolism and increase the production of fat-burning hormones. Fasting has also been linked to reduced inflammation throughout the body. And speaking of heart health, fasting has been shown to improve cardiovascular health by lowering blood pressure, improving cholesterol levels, and reducing triglycerides. Alright, so you're ready to give fasting a try, but with so many different methods out there, it can be tough to know where to start. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Fasting can be a powerful tool for health and wellness, but it's crucial to find the right approach that suits your lifestyle and goals. Let's break down some of the most popular fasting methods. This is one of the simplest and most popular methods, especially for beginners. It's called the 16/8 method. You fast for 16 hours each day and have an 8-hour eating window. This method is great because it fits easily into most people's daily routines. For example, you could skip breakfast and have your first meal at noon, then finish your last meal by 8 p.m. This way, you can still enjoy lunch and dinner without feeling deprived. Another popular method is the 5-2 diet. With this method, you eat normally for 5 days a week, and restrict your calories to 500 to 600 calories on 2 non-consecutive days. This can be a good option if you prefer not to fast every day. Then there's the eat-stop-eat method. This involves fasting for a full 24 hours, once or twice a week. It might sound challenging, but many people find it manageable and effective. Another method is alternate day fasting. As the name suggests, you alternate between days of eating and fasting. This can be a bit more intense, but can yield significant results. This method involves a 24-hour fast once or twice per week. It's similar to the eat-stop-eat method, but with a more structured schedule. Remember, the best fasting method for you depends on your individual needs, preferences, and lifestyle. What works for one person might not work for another. So it's important to find a method that you can stick with long-term. It's important to experiment and find what works best for you. Don't be afraid to try different methods and see how your body responds. And as always, consult with your doctor before making any major dietary changes. They can provide personalized advice and ensure that fasting is safe for you. Find the perfect fit for you and start your fasting journey. With the right approach, fasting can be a sustainable and effective way to improve your health and well-being. Fasting has gained immense popularity in recent years, but with its rise in popularity comes a whole lot of misinformation and myths. Many people are eager to try fasting for its potential health benefits, but they often get caught up in the web of false information circulating around. So let's debunk some of the most common fasting myths and separate fact from fiction. It's time to clear the air and set the record straight. Myth number 1. Fasting leads to muscle loss. This is a widespread concern, especially among those who are new to fasting or are heavily invested in maintaining their muscle mass. This is one of the biggest fears people have about fasting, but it's largely unfounded. The idea that fasting will automatically lead to muscle loss is a misconception that needs to be addressed. While it's true that your body can break down muscle for energy when you're in a prolonged calorie deficit, short-term fasting periods like those used in intermittent fasting are unlikely to cause significant muscle loss. In fact, the body is quite efficient at preserving muscle tissue during these shorter fasting windows. In fact, some studies suggest that fasting can actually help preserve muscle mass, especially when combined with resistance training. This combination can be particularly effective in maintaining and even building muscle. The key is to make sure you're consuming enough protein during your eating window and engaging in regular exercise. A balanced diet rich in protein can support muscle maintenance and growth. Myth number 2. Fasting slows down your metabolism. This is another common myth that often deters people from trying fasting. While it's true that your metabolism can slow down slightly during prolonged fasting, think several days or more, short-term fasting can actually boost your metabolism. This boost can be a surprising benefit for those looking to manage their weight. This is because fasting can increase the production of hormones like norepinephrine, which can rev up your metabolism and increase calorie expenditure. These hormonal changes can make fasting an effective tool for metabolic health. Myth number 3. Fasting is unsafe for everyone. This myth can be particularly harmful as it may prevent people from exploring fasting as a viable health option. While fasting can be incredibly beneficial for many people, it's not suitable for everyone. Certain health conditions and individual circumstances can make fasting inappropriate or even dangerous. Consult with your doctor before trying it. A healthcare professional can provide personalized advice and ensure that fasting is a safe and effective option for you. Ready to embark on your fasting journey? Awesome! Here are some tips to help you fast safely and effectively. First, start slow and gradually. If you're new to fasting, don't jump into a 24-hour fast right away. Start with shorter fasting windows, like 12 hours, and gradually increase the duration as your body adjusts. Second, stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water and other calorie-free beverages like herbal tea is crucial during fasting periods. Dehydration can lead to headaches, fatigue, and other unpleasant side effects. Third, listen to your body. Fasting should never make you feel miserable. If you experience any severe discomfort, dizziness, or other concerning symptoms, break your fast immediately and consult with your doctor. Fourth, eat nutritious foods during your eating window. Fasting isn't an excuse to binge on junk food when you're not fasting. Focus on consuming nutrient-rich, whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats to support your body during fasting and non-fasting periods. Be patient and consistent. Like any lifestyle change, fasting takes time to adapt to. Now let's dive into some inspiring real-life success stories from people who have experienced incredible transformations through fasting. These stories highlight the power of fasting and how it can lead to remarkable changes in health and well-being. Story number 1, Jane's weight loss journey. Jane had been struggling with her weight for years. She tried countless diets and exercise programs, but nothing seemed to stick. Then, she discovered intermittent fasting. By incorporating the 16-8 method into her daily routine, Jane was able to lose 20 pounds in a few months and keep it off. She was amazed by how easy and sustainable fasting was for her, and she finally felt in control of her health. Jane also noticed improvements in her energy levels and mental clarity, which motivated her to continue her fasting journey. Story number 2, Mark's battle with inflammation. Mark had been experiencing chronic inflammation for years. He suffered from joint pain, fatigue, and brain fog. After doing some research, he decided to give fasting a try. To his surprise, after just a few weeks of incorporating a 24-hour fast once a week, Mark noticed a significant decrease in his inflammation markers. His energy levels soared, his joint pain subsided, and his brain fog cleared up. Mark was thrilled to find a natural and effective way to manage his symptoms, and he continues to use fasting as a tool for maintaining his health. Story number 3, Sarah's stress-busting secret. By incorporating intermittent fasting into her routine, Sarah found that she had more energy throughout the day. Her cravings for unhealthy snacks diminished, and she felt more balanced and grounded. She also noticed that her stress levels were significantly reduced, allowing her to handle daily challenges with greater ease. Sarah's overall sense of well-being improved, and she became an advocate for the benefits of intermittent fasting, sharing her experience with friends and family. So there you have it, the science behind fasting and longevity, all wrapped up in a neat little list. Whether you're looking to improve your health, boost your energy, or maybe even add a few extra years to your life, fasting could be worth a try. Remember, it's not about starving yourself, but rather giving your body a break to recharge and repair. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content with Marquee Vitality. Thanks for watching. Stay healthy and happy.